Hey guys, once again it's me, Lady Panther, sitting here in my donut, aka Shadow, and we on this day are going to go over something that I think most Crown Vic owners discover they might end up having to play with if they're getting a police interceptor from auction, or for that matter, someone else who's a used dealer and they discover that they do have a P71 unit. And that is keyless entry. And I have one of the cheaper keyless entries you can find on Amazon. That's your BANVIE. That's BANVIE. And it comes with some basic instructions. I have one of the key fobs here on my key, as you can see already, and it does come with a secondary, okay, for you guys who are interested in this look, appearance, appeal. It's very sleek. I like it. It feels good in the hand. It's small. The key buttons are hard, tough bodied, so when you press on them, you won't tear them up. It's not something that's flimsy or cheap that'll break on you in 2 weeks. And that back metal portion right there definitely helps with knocks and dings that you would normally make with a regular set of keys. So if you are interested in getting a keyless entry for your Crown Victoria, this is 2005 to 2011 Crown Vics. And I don't know, I haven't thought about any earlier models, and I may have to check. I'm just thinking of the polarities that belong to this particular series and the coloration of wires. This thing, Bambi, okay, baby, it only cost $15 and some cute change on Amazon. You'll probably end up, because I'm, like I say, I'm in the South, after taxes, you probably pay maybe 18-20 bucks. But is it worth it and easy to install? Absolutely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through, and I'm just going to pull and show you where you're going to have to splice and put some of these things. So we're going to go from the instructions to where things belong, and then move forward from there. So moving right along, guys. I hope your day is going well. I hope everything is going good in Vic City. And I hope that you are riding high. So let's walk through this. First things first, you already know when you're doing anything electrical, guys, you want to disconnect your ground, because obviously you don't want to get blown back into a wall like a cartoon character, and safety is always key in this. But going forward, for your Bambi installation diagram, I've noticed a lot of reviews on there that say this thing is very difficult, and that's not true. You just kind of have to pay attention to detail and kind of know where you're going in your car. But first things first, you'll see here that it says red and black cord on your Bambi is the trunk release. So let's go ahead and walk through that. Let's get everything unlocked and let's do this here. Yeah. Yep. Pull the carpet back really quick and show you. Okay, so my Bambi box is actually here, but you'll see from the unit there's running a red and black wire on the Bambi unit. Okay, your trunk wire, where it belongs, will be popped off here, and what you'll discover is a yellow and purple wire, like a Q-dog, baby, okay, running into your trunk release pop button, and it will have a black and white wire as well. You need to cut that purple and yellow and splice it on in there, put your cap on there, tie it down tight, and then we'll move forward from there. Okay, now again, I said this is gonna be pop and play, so there might be a couple of things, guys, that you might see that are moving quite fast. So again, if you have any issues or you're missing something in my video, just comment or leave me a message and we can discuss it in greater detail. But again, this is Very easy. Now, the next thing on your BANVIE unit, on your instructions, okay, you'll see your black right here. Self-explanatory to your, you need to ground it or send it to the negative side of your battery. Now, for Crown Vic owners, remember the BANVIE box is here. So they made it really easy for you and seamless. Just ground it to your ground wall here. All right, moving right along. Like I said, easy, self-explanatory. Your red wire is your phi, okay? So it needs to go somewhere. Well, obviously there is a current. And, you know, I believe in giving the most power to anything that's electrical that you're using in your car. There's going to be an alarm, a lock, a sound system, etc. And considering that the most potent punch and kick that you could get to a direct line, and I didn't want to splice any of the wires for excessive cutting, so I could keep the restored wires that are already in here in great condition for something else, like a stereo system that we'll put in the future. I messed around and I just took it straight to the battery, so you can run it through the firewall right here, okay? And once you do that, you can run into straight to the battery. Never mind the kids in the background, let them enjoy the COVID summer. Now, the next thing, guys, is your brown. These are your tail lights. Now, you'll notice on mine, I didn't do that. And I'll tell you the reason why later. I just taped them off, okay, and bound them together and threw them down in the floor mat. And here's the reason why, and I'll explain that when we get to our next couple of steps. You've got your yellow, okay, and your black. You don't have to worry about that one either unless you desire your horn to go off. And I don't, because I live in a quiet neighborhood outside of the kids playing and the birds chirping, and I don't want to be a disturbance. But if you want your horn to go off, all you got to do, guys, is run that yellow and black straight to, okay, your battery powered side of your horn connected in front. And then you will see or hear rather the horn go off once this installation is complete. Now, white and black says that's the unlock signal. Now, I want you to go all the way over here to your passenger side door. And I love the fact that Crown Victoria is a plug and play, because that means that you can plug stuff in, splice stuff out, play stuff in and out as you please. But with the switches, you're gonna pull this up here. If I get it up there, hand, there I go. And as you can see, inside I have spliced, okay, your white and black into the door. And I've also written some instructions here, but that white and black will go to a pink and light green, like an AKA, okay, ski-wee. Into the door, you will see that pink and green wire. Again, you would do it just like you did the trunk pop earlier. You would pop that door chamber here. You would then splice that white and black wire into your pink and green wire back into your BANVIE unit. You will need some extra wire to fish through the door. It's not that hard. This is actually malleable. You can fit your hand through the door once you take the door off. But it's just a simple fish from that BANVIE unit to these cords up here. And you can, as we can see, orange and black. That's the ground that's gonna snap off your unlock. So ground it to the same place you did your jet black cord earlier. Then you're gonna get up here and then you're gonna see yellow. Yellow, guys, is for your lights. Again, I did not do that, and that is to keep Shadow true to her name in stealth mode. I just don't want my front lights flashing when I put my car in the lock mode position. And then we've got the white, which is your lock signal, and that will go to, okay, your pink and yellow over here in the door. That pink and yellow needs to be spliced and tied into that completely white signal wire on the BANVIE unit down here. And last but not least, that orange again needs to be done the same way that orange and black wire was, and grounded here. Now, things that will happen once this is accomplished and you put it back on power. You need to press your key fob, which, here are my keys. You need to press your BANVIE key fob. I say start from the bottom to the top. The programming just goes faster that way. 1, 2, 3. You'll hear the BANVIE unit and your trunk will pop. As far as the doors are concerned, the same goes with them. You do that for 3 seconds, the BANVIE unit will meter in, you will hear it signal in, and then your system will proceed to start working. Now, the other thing that I do like about the BANVIE unit is that it came with that little traditional LED light. As you can see, when the doors are locked, it flashes that nice LED blue. Also, I want you to put on consideration that you don't necessarily have to plug that in. I did because I want that feature there. Hey, y'all. And I drilled a hole right here. Just take you a simple cork saw. I just took a basic straight kitchen knife, one with a good narrow tip on it, and you just twirl that circle in, thread that wire through that comes for that LED feature, and they actually have a little piece over here that plugs in for that LED. And then, like I say, guys, you wrap her up. Okay. Tighten everything down. Make sure everything's in place like you want it. And then put everything back the way she was. And again, this is the simplest walkthrough I could possibly give you guys on a $15 alarm unit from BANVIE. Again, you'll see a lot of other units they have on there. I wasn't interested in push to start. I don't like that feature. I'm a traditionalist. I wasn't interested in me having all the bells and whistles go off when the car is on or off. And again, this is the easiest way you can do keyless entry. Things to note: that your interior locks, they will be disarmed once you do this. Okay, and so it will be completely key fob only. You will not be able to do what you normally do when you sit in the car and use your finger to press the button. I have written some instructions down here. Check this out. Peak game cheat codes. Okay, guys, check that out. If you can read my handwriting and it's not too fine or wispy, that's for you. Thank me later. Screenshot it or pause it here so you can write it down. And also place under consideration that this is a job that requires patience, even if it is something that is easy to do, because when you're running electrical, you want it to be neat for future. I tried to zip tie and tape everything up very clean because I do want that carpet to stay flush. You guys should take your time on anything electrical, and you might also discover that there's some things that have happened with your wiring when they were depigging, and that is something to put under consideration. But as far as myself and my sweet little donut here, Shadow, is concerned, we have been having a good time with our keyless entry. And again, guys, it does work extremely well. The proof's in the pudding. And you can hear her click over and sign off. And this has been a really good and easy install. Again, guys, remember where your locations are at for your trunk, excuse me. You can pop up your passenger side here for your lock and unlock. And you can ground down here, run straight to the power. Again, horns and lights are optional, and that is all under $20. Again, Vic City and Lady Panther and Shadow, aka the Sweet Donut, signing out. And as always, ride high. Wow, wow, wow.